All right. Okay, peace. Welcome back to the channel. KT Productionz here. Hit the thumb up button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, do what you please. So, you see the title. In a recent video, first of all, shout out to Lord Jamar. Came up listening to Brand Newbie and back in the days, probably 7th or 8th grade, when they dropped the One For All album. Had the cassette tape on heavy rotation. It was a classic. Got 5 mics in the source. Dope album. He's a part of that group. It's Lord Jamar, Sadat X, and Grand Puba. Came out of New Rochelle, New York. New Rochelle, New York. Dope group, made classics. Dropping knowledge. That was the kind of the hip hop that was out at the time. Knowledge, the beats were dope. Everything was solid. So now we fast forward all the way up to now. Lord Jamar, still shout out to him. He's defending the hip hop creators debate. He's in the mix. He's kind of a podcaster. Still doing shows, I think, with Brand Newbie and he was on the show Oz. He got a track record. He produced some stuff, make beats. He's a 5% Nation of Gods and Earth kind of spin off of Nation of Islam, if I'm correct. Yeah, they got 120 lessons, things like that. So shout out to him. So recently he's been talking some flat Earth knowledge. He's a flat earther. I didn't know for a while, but now he's on that wave for sure. He's definitely a flat earther. He got a single out called Elephant in the Room, where in the first verse he's addressing hip hop creators stuff. Then the second verse he talked flat earth stuff. And he's been spreading this and saying that he's been on Godfrey. He rolled with Godfrey. If you don't know, Godfrey's a dope comedian. I like Godfrey. I'm trying to catch him when he come to town, improv, and try to go to the show and see Godfrey. Check him out, do his stand up, because he's dope. Good impressions, all that. He did a dope interview over on Club Shannon Sharp's podcast. Anyway, they're friends. They all used to rock on, them two together used to rock on Vlad TV. They used to be on Vlad's show. Vlad said some stuff out of his mouth about the Minister Louis Farrakhan. He did not want to apologize. So those two stepped off. It was like, F you, Vlad, and they got out of there. They went. Godfrey started his thing. He may have already had his own podcast, but Lord Jamar, he had his own too. Him, Rod Diggett, and Godfrey. They had, I forget what it was called, but, Godcasting. It was like led by Lord Jamar, and them two would be on there. Like all three of them be together. So Lord Jamar has his own podcast now, and he goes on Godfrey's, Godfrey let him speak, and they go back and forth. They debate on things and talk and laugh. So recently, Lord Jamar was calling out some people. He wanted to debate some people on the flat Earth. He said Neil deGrasse Tyson, I want him, and he's just calling out different people. But this other guy by the name of Professor Dave, who's been doing this for a while, I've seen him debate flat earthers and handle business on them. They typically people, they throw all kind of stuff out there. They get frustrated. They can't deal with the knowledge. They just say, oh no, it's BS. They just don't want to accept the information that's already been proven when it comes to this flat earth stuff. Believe what you want, believe as you please. But the information is there. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, Professor Dave did a little on his channel. He said, dumb rappers is a flat earth or something, talking about Lord Jamar. So he started pointing out all the points that Lord Jamar was saying while on Godfrey's show, and just kind of handling business, in my opinion. The stuff's, it's all that. Like, they just, I don't know, flat earthers don't want to necessarily deal with what's already been proven. They don't necessarily like science. They don't believe in satellites. They don't believe none of the stuff that's in books, on record. All these people that create stuff and make stuff, like these big budgets that are behind these projects, like all the information's there. You can go and look up what's going on. None of them, I don't think a majority of them do it, or they just ignore it and don't like it. But they can go find old, ancient information on flat Earth. They will go pull all that old stuff. That majority of it has been debunked. There's old records of it. Yes, there's stuff of them when people believed it at that time. But there's newer information that shows that the information has been debunked. Anyway, bringing it up to right now, Professor Dave goes in on Lord Jamar, just smashing all his points. And then Lord Jamar catches wind of this. There's this guy that's on Godfrey's podcast named Dante Nero. He's kind of a smart dude. He was hearing Lord Jamar on Godfrey's show talking about, he said he wouldn't even let him get, Lord Jamar wouldn't let him get a word in. He's going off. He like to talk over you, name call, do all this. So the other day, Dante got Professor Dave to come on, like just on a stream while they were all sitting in Godfrey's studio. And it from the rip, it went sideways, it went left. But Lord Jamal did get frustrated with him. Godfrey actually took the podcast down because he was getting destroyed. He was getting destroyed. He couldn't answer any of the questions. He couldn't deal with it. And then he started saying Godfrey, he wanted Godfrey to get him off there, which has pretty much happened. Lord Jamal he took a serious L on that debate when it comes to the flat earth. If you're going to debate it, I was like, yeah, real debate, bring information, do it cordially, do it right, argue, do what you do though. But it should have been a little more organized. Godfrey couldn't handle it. Like I said, Lord Jamal just started with the name calling, and it just made it a bunch of bull. But he did get dealt with by Professor Dave. I just wanted to see what Lord Jamal was going to bring, but he really didn't bring much information when it comes to that flat earth. That's not really his lane. He has a belief in it. I think he saw some YouTube videos, like majority of the people, they don't really go dig deep into the knowledge. Go pull the old stuff, go back and see what's going on. Also, go visit museums, go see what's going on. Understand how the rotation, how it happens, how the sun, the moon, eclipses, everything else up there is round. Like, why all of a sudden will we be flat? And they look at this firmament, all this nonsense, and they said they just have to start eliminating the other things that they don't believe. Like I said, satellites. They don't even believe that people flew up there. Like, and there's records, documents, there's video of people in orbit, like spacewalks. They're getting out of the craft. They're getting out. You're tethered. They get back in. Like John Glenn almost died up there. He had got out, was on a mission. I think it was a Mercury mission. He got out and everything was moving. He just started like rotating and spinning and getting wrapped up in his own like airline, into his own hoses and stuff. But he was managed to get back in. You know, he's like huffing and puffing. There's so much footage out there that you can go and look. And while that video is going on, you can see the curvature of the earth. That was my main point of bringing that up too. It was a Mercury mission. You gotta dig around to find it, because I have documentaries and stuff on. I have like DVD. I have stuff. I got information. I'm like, wow, look at this. There's curvature of the earth all the time, and none of them want to believe it. Or they just think that it was green screen, like way back then. Like, come on, man, it's just ridiculous. But do your own deep dive on it if you want. There's a lot of crap out there. You got this dude, Brother Sanchez. He does flat earth a lot. I check him out once in a while. I will listen to him. I'll give him a listen until they get too ridiculous, because they just don't know some things. They did his deep dive. He's on some documentaries too, on some flat earth ones. The dude, Bro Sanchez. But yeah, that's where his stuff is spreading. It's pretty crazy. But Lord Jamal, I think that even goes against his 5% Nation of Gods and Earth beliefs. So I don't know. I think he's like the first rapper, I think, that's coming out strong with it and being a flat earther. But like I said, everything in the universe, from what we can see, I have a telescope, like what you can look up there and see. I've seen Jupiter, I've seen Saturn. Like, man, it's dope. And the moon, everything is round. Like, all of a sudden, but Earth's gonna be flat. It just makes zero sense. Then you got eclipses, when the Earth's shadow is shining on the moon. Like, it's round. Like, what are they talking about? And then they got other arguments, like the Earth's supposed to be spinning so fast, why don't the water fly off? Oh my God! Like, one rotation is what, 24 hours? Like that? Yeah, they just it's been they just. But check it out. And the thing is, Godfrey ended up taking the podcast down. Lord Jamar got ripped so bad, got destroyed on there. And shout out to Lord Jamar. I like his defense of hip hop when it comes to the origin stuff. But this is a case where he just got destroyed. And I guess they just figured we better take this down because he's looking kind of bad. They took it down. We'll see if he put it back up. But Professor Dave said, I knew this would happen. So he has a copy of it. He did a little debate. He did his own. He showed it and talked about it. So you can go look that up. And Lord Jamal will not be ready for no Neil deGrasse Tyson. I ain't no big Neil deGrasse Tyson fan, but as far as the information and the stuff he brings, he's right on point with it. A majority of it. He's right on point. Some things he don't know, or some of his answers are kind of silly, but not silly, just have a little question mark on some things. But when it comes to this flat earth and the distance, and he know his stuff. He came up under Carl Sagan. And if you know who Carl Sagan is, a show called The Cosmos back in the day. I used to watch that, and it was fascinating. Like, wow, this dude, going deep to astrophysicists. That's what they are. Like, it's deep space stuff. On the astronomers too. They're both astronomers. They know his stuff. He came up under him. He was under his wing. Carl Sagan, he passed away many years, but now we got Neil deGrasse Tyson. But yeah, Lord Jamal will not be ready for no Neil deGrasse Tyson. Just like Terrence Howard, he wanted to talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson. He wouldn't even talk to him because Terrence Howard was so far out there with some of his crazy stuff. Like, peace to Terrence Howard, but nah, these dudes, I don't know. They be, I don't know. They be lying, man. They be not on point. Like Terrence Howard, his case, he went on Joe Rogan and that blew him up. And they coming with the, see, this is where it starts and it gets crazy. They come with the 2 + 2 is 5 talk, or the 1 + 1 is 8, and just the crazy stuff. And you start believing the craziest of the crazy. See, this is how you get down them. This is how it goes down, man. This is how you get pulled into these deep rabbit holes. Don't get me wrong. I like the conspiracy just like the next man. I believe there's a lot of BS, and NASA is. They do be on some BS a lot of the times, but there's you can go to museums, go to aerospace, you can go to places. There is records of stuff, every single step of things that took place. It's all there. Go look, catch them lying. Go find the lie. Like when people be saying that they said they lost these records, and they have plenty of stuff. Smithsonian's in DC. There's up there. I mean, there's just places all around you can go. There's people you can talk to. You can. I mean, it's a lot. Like the Intrepid Museum right there in New York, they got some stuff. I'm pretty sure it's people there if you really want to go deep. It's stuff around. You got to go out. Get off YouTube. Go out or pick up a book. Go back. Encyclopedias are there. There's plenty of ways to go find some stuff out, but people won't do it. They won't do it. It's easier to go on YouTube and just search your information and find all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so yeah, Lord Jamar took that L on that debate. He would not answer the dude. He couldn't answer and just started cussing. He got frustrated, mad at the dude. Yeah, it just went crazy. Then he wanted him to get kicked off, and Godfrey kicked him off. It was kind of crazy. He kicked off Professor Dave. So it's his show though. But that showed you right there what it was. But anyway, drop a comment below, and I'm gonna get up out of here. See you on another one. Peace.